Hello, welcome one and all, Oblivion players. This video, I intend to teach you how to level efficiently in an easy way, if I don't get myself killed. Now, I wouldn't make you sit through a tutorial video like some people would. Um, we're here trying to close this Oblivion gate like Martin asked us to. Your killing has been observed by unknown forces. That's what I wanted to see. Now let's get out of here and I'll explain this build to you. And away we go. Okay, this is going to be a tutorial to show you how to efficiently level the easy way. We're about to exit the sewers. We went through the sewers as a Nord, and they have a greater power called Woad. I used this power to kill the Goblin Shaman. I took her staff and I picked the lock on the chest in front of her. Got some pretty cool stuff. I tried to take as little experience as possible doing this. So you can say the only thing even a bit leveled is security and acrobatics. Okay, efficient leveling. People will tell you 551 or 555. Well, first of all, forget 551 because luck is useless. The higher level you get, the less luck has to do with it. Luck adds hidden skill points to skills behind the scenes. But when a skill's at 100, a skill's at 100. Your luck is doing you no good then. It helps a few things in the game, but for our purposes, it's just not worth it. And personality is another dump stat. It's just not worth it. The way we're going to play this, we're going to get +5s that we could put in personality, but we're not going to do it. We're going to let it stay at 40. Okay, let's look at our character first. After you get to this gate, then you change from uh, a Nord to a Breton. Uh, you could do a mage. It's a pretty safe bet. The reason we have 200 magicka is because a Breton starts with 50 intelligence. So your magicka is double your intelligence. So any character with that started at 50 intelligence would have 100 magicka. Plus we get 50 for being a Breton and 50 for being a mage. So that makes it add up to 250. If you chose apprentice here, you could have this add up to 250 and realize that you would have to have extra levels of intelligence to equal this amount of magicka with any other character. Okay, fatigue. Strength, willpower, agility, and endurance added together give you your fatigue. 35 and 45 is 80, 30 is 110, and 50 is 160. And that's what you have. You have 160 fatigue. Health is the difference. Health is not retroactive. You have to increase endurance to gain health. And you need a +5 here on every level. That's important. If nothing else, if you do this, you're going to have the most health that your character can have. So this is our goal, is to get +5. And this is how we're going to do it. Here's our major skills. but don't think of them as major skills. Think of them as leveling skills. Armor, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor, alteration, mysticism, speechcraft. You may think you need one from each attribute, one skill from each attribute, but that's not really the case. I have played other ways. But here's how it's going to go. You're not going to touch speechcraft. You don't need it because this character is going to be a master of illusion. They'll be able to charm anybody out of anything. Mysticism. You don't need it. The only thing you need mysticism for is Soul Trap. And you can just enchant an item and get it that way. Alteration. You don't need it. You don't have to use it. Yeah, you'll have spells that alter your encumbrance, but you just take less, get stronger, drop stuff. Uh, to breathe on water or walk on water, you can have enchantments for that. To open locks, you're going to use security for opening locks. Shield from physical damage, you're a Breton, so you already get a shield spell. Hand to hand, it's pretty useless. You don't want to use it. Blunt, most of the good weapons in the game are blades, so blunt, you don't need it. Heavy armor, this character is going to be wearing light armor, so you don't need it. Armor, you don't need it either. So basically, these 7 skills that you've chosen as leveling skills are skills that you have control over. You will level when you decide it's okay to level, not when the game surprises you with a level up. And here's how it's going to work. As you're going to play the game, you're going to repair items. This is going to raise your armor skill. If a combination of armor and heavy armor add up to 10, you're going to level up. Try not to use your block skill. Let's just leave this low for the time being. So, as we're playing along, when we decide it's time to level, our armor skill may be at 5, and then we're going to go somewhere where we can quickly raise this heavy armor skill another 5. That'll level us up. That'll give us our +5 in endurance. But we can get some +5 in other things too. As you're playing the game, well, unless you want to walk everywhere, athletics is going to raise up. We're going to be wearing light armor, which is another skill covered by speed. Try not to jump if you don't need to. If you need to jump, do it, but you don't really want to hop everywhere you go to try to raise this. So when your light armor raises up 10 points, or the light armor and athletics raise up a combination of 10 points, like athletics 15, light armor 10, well, then that means when you level up, you'll get +5 for your speed attribute. So that takes care of leveling up endurance and leveling up speed, because we're going to run everywhere and we're going to wear light armor. Our speed is going to level up. Because we're going to use armor until we're ready to level up, and then we're going to use heavy armor, our endurance will level up. So personality, useless. Luck, useless. At least 4 skills that we can get our third +5 in. And we need a way to defend ourselves. So there are several ways to do this, and the choice is yours. If you're coming from Skyrim, you may want to be a marksman, a stealth archer. But that's probably the weakest choice for this game. Skyrim just led you to be an archer. You meet Thandil right out of the gate. You join the companions, and you can be trained to 75. They even have the marksman. You could basically get to 100 archery without firing a shot in Skyrim. So marksman is a weak choice in Oblivion, but you can if you want. Conjuration. If you choose this to level up, you're going to have bonuses to your intelligence, +5 to your intelligence. If you chose Blade, then you would get your +5s to strength. If you chose Destruction, you get your +5s to willpower. Destruction is probably the strongest of these 4 skills. So we're going to go that route. So if I got our Destruction from 5 to 15, we would get a +5 in our willpower when we leveled up. So here it is. When we level up, our endurance will go to 40. Our speed will go to 35, and our willpower will go to 55, because we're going to wear light armor, run everywhere we go, repair anything we can, and cast a lot of destruction spells. But this character, first and foremost, will be a master of illusion. Now let's look at the derived stats. Our character is Craven Warhead, yeah, don't we all? A Breton with a birth sign of the mage, custom class, and we're ready to start.